Do you know what the capital gain method is for Christmas tree growers? I'm Andrew Bosserman, and I'm a CPA that helps Christmas tree growers and forest landowners save taxes. So, in many of my articles and other videos I've made, I talk about what I call the capital gain method, and that capital gain method is my own term for a way for Christmas tree growers to save taxes that's in section 631 of the Internal Revenue Code. And in that section of the Internal Revenue Code, it says that Christmas trees are considered timber if they meet a number of requirements. But most Christmas tree growers who are selling cut trees that they raise themselves will qualify, since the requirements are that, it must be an evergreen tree more than 6 years old, severed from the roots, and sold for ornamental purposes. And that's pretty much all mature sized trees sold by a Christmas tree grower. But in section 631 of the Internal Revenue Code, it says that a Christmas tree or Christmas trees are considered timber, which means they qualify for long-term capital gains tax rates on the sales of cut Christmas trees. And what this means is that long-term capital gains are taxed at much lower rates than ordinary business income, which is how Christmas trees would otherwise be taxed. So ordinary income rates currently range from about 10 to 37%. You also have to pay self-employment tax of 15.3% on all income that you've earned through self-employment, which Christmas tree farming qualifies. Whereas long-term capital gains are taxed between 0 and 20%, and most people will pay 15%. So most Christmas tree growers will save a good amount of money by utilizing the capital gain method that's in the tax code. And like I said, that's just a name I came up with myself. But the important thing to note is that you must make sure that you prepare the return properly. You have to allocate income properly on the return. You have to file an additional form or two. But I know there's sometimes confusion. I call it the capital gain method. That's technically not a term anywhere in the Internal Revenue Code, but there really isn't a term for how Christmas tree growers save taxes, and this in IRC 631, this whole process. So I came up with that term myself just to have a way to reference it. But if you'd like to know more, the best place to start is to watch my free 1 hour video called The Number One Way Christmas Tree Growers Save Taxes. It's available on my website, and I'll link to it in this description. But it's an overview of the capital gain method, and we'll give you a good overview of how to save taxes as a Christmas tree grower. And then after that, if you want to learn more in depth, I also have a capital gain method masterclass, which actually shows sample tax forms. I walk you through all of the law, and you should have almost everything you need to apply the capital gain method to your situation. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions about the capital gain method, and hope you learned some more about capital gains, and looking forward to helping you save taxes.